Welcome, everyone. You are about to embark on a journey through the universe as you indulge in this extraordinary essence of enlightened, empowered, evolved. Let the show begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just in time. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, where we educate, motivate, and liberate you through enlightening dialogues, empowering music, and evolving content. I know everyone is doing well and everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm excited yet again because I have another amazing guest who is a spiritual teacher, world traveler, founder of Zenquency Healing, a certified life coach, and a whole lot more. But without further ado, allow me to introduce to you Riya Wang. Did I say it right?
Correct. Thank you,
Yes.
Lud.
Yes. How are you doing today, Riya?
Thank you, Lud. It's so pleasure and blessed to be here. I'm doing wonderful. So excited.
Yes, absolutely. And I want to just say that I believe that time is one of our most precious assets. And for you to decide to spend even a segment of your time here with me in the history of your timeline on Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, I just want to extend my sincerest gratitude to you. Thank you very much for being here today at this present moment.
Thank you. As we are on the spiritual journey, we know anything happens, anything showing up, is the spirit lead the right direction. That's why I'm here.
Yes, and I very much appreciate it. I looked over like I mentioned prior to us going on here live, that I looked over your profile and I saw that you were doing some amazing things. And a lot of things resonated with me. Uh, you're traveling, especially. I'm a avid traveler. I love traveling and experiencing different cultures. And yes, and different foods and just the way, absorbing different spiritual practices. I think that helps to enhance our life experiences. But I want to start with this. Give us a little bit of insight, framework around you becoming a spiritual teacher. How did that happen? And what does that all entail with you being a spiritual teacher?
Well, Lud, I want to say that is a long story from the
Okay.
journey, but I
Yes.
try to be short. Um,
Thank you.
the how do I become spiritual teacher is interesting questions. I'm growing up in China. That time we don't have any spiritual practice, the spiritual part of things to think
Right.
about it.
Right.
So after I moved to America, I think I was always focused with outside achievement,
Mm,
building the spa business, doing successful in entrepreneurship.
right.
But, that's an overachiever and stress, building business in the Silicon Valley as single mom, that's complete, destroyed my health, I should
Mm,
say. I remember the day when I was in the spa, I couldn't hold a glass of water.
wow.
My hand was shaking, my heart felt like jump out my chest. My mind was racing.
Mm,
That was the first time I experienced the panic attack.
mm, wow.
So I had a panic attack twice that month. I remember second time when I was in the ambulance going to the hospital. On the road to the hospital, the ER person asked me, say, "Hey, how are you?" Suddenly, I heard the voice inside me say, "How am I?" Then I hear the screaming voice inside me say, "Think, Riya, if you die today, is that meaning of your life? Is
Mm,
that how you want to end of your life?" I was screaming out, said, "No, I know I need to change. But now, how?" I didn't, no idea at that time. But 6 months later, I wanted to say, I sold my business, sold my house, sold everything I owned. I tell my daughter that time she was in college, I said, I'm going to find out who I am, find the meaning of my life, what makes me happy. My daughter was that time, she was teenager, but she also very independent as I'm the single mom raising her. And she said, oh my gosh, mom, you come to America, then you build the business, bought the house, everything settled. Now you sell everything, go to travel the world. You spend all your money. You will become homeless when you come back.
Wow.
That was her fear.
Mm.
I think that also later on is many people's fear because you don't know what is laying forward on your life, right?
Right, right. Yes.
So
That's
that's what I mean. The long story is long
no,
story. I
it's
wanted to
it's
say.
it's beautiful and no, everything you articulated it perfectly. You summed it up perfectly of how you started this journey on personal discovery. And I want to dig more because you have traveled to many countries and especially to highlight your journey to, I believe it's Tibet and what happened there. Can you give us a little insight on that journey in particular?
Thanks, Lut.
Yes.
Yes, the Tibet, I think, is one of my past life. It's keep calling me. As I tell my daughter, I say, either you can quit your school for a year and go travel with mom, either you can taking care of yourself, continue your school. Guess what she said?
What?
She said, oh, come on, mom. Who want to travel with mom for so long? You go by yourself.
Wow, she let you go by yourself. Wow.
I was say, okay. I said, I know you're a big girl. You're taking care of yourself. Of course, I said, my friend also watch out for
Right.
me. So I told her, I said, don't worry. Think about mom come to this country, don't speak English. You was young. I can build the business,
Mm.
also build a life. For now, I can sell the business. What do you think after years travel the world, learning more, I wouldn't build something more bigger?
Mm. Wow.
That's what I told her. But to be honest, I was scared like hell. I have
Yes.
no idea. I didn't know what it is.
But the thing is, if you allow me to elaborate really quick, and then I want you to continue. You s- you highlighted that you were scared, but this is the thing that you are showing in a true example that even that we all experience fear, but it's what you're going to do. Are you going to allow that fear to stop you? Are you going to allow that fear to cripple you? Or are you going to meet it head on and go anyway, even with the fear and the uncertainty? Because oftentimes fear is the first reaction of something that we are not sure about or something we know nothing about. But what I already know without you even going any further is that you continued anyways.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lud.
Yes.
You know, in our life, everyone, every of us, I think, experience fear through our life since we was young and adult, even adults. Even
Right.
now, I be honest, I still have fear sometimes.
Right.
But the big difference is when I was younger, when the fear coming hit me, I'm just scared and get more fear, more panic, didn't know how to deal with that. Even trapped in that circle of the fear or trauma, what that take years to come out. But now, because I have so many tools, when the hair coming to me, I was saying, okay, this is not a challenge. I can deal with this. So when I go through with my challenging, then cross my fear, then look back, what is upside of the fear?
Right.
That is the confidence,
Right.
empowerment, and the proud. Look back what I go through. Now I get wisdom, I get the skill that empower to move forward. I think that's what the fear does for
A-
me.
And on top of that, just like you expressed to your daughter when she said what she said to you basically told her, in my perspective, look, you've already seen me, how I can overcome. I come to this country. I don't even speak the language, and I learn as I go along, and I still open business. So what's to stop me from doing it again and traveling the world? I've already shown you. You've already seen firsthand what I am capable of. And I think, Riya, that you are a shining example of just overcoming, overcoming adversities, overcoming fear. And that's, to me, is a big part of life. Learning to, not saying that they're not trying to deny that there won't be any adversities and problems, but in spite of that, you continue to push on and follow your passion, follow your inner voice, your intuition, and you grow from it. And it's not really, well, it is. It's not really the finish line, but it's who you're becoming as you're going to your goals. That to me is where the real character building and the strength building lies. It's in the journey itself. Yes.
Yes, Loop. That's
Yes.
what I always share with my clients. We say we all have dreams, but between the reality to dream, there is a big gap.
Right.
When you overcome that gap, when you overcome with your fear, then you're close to your dream.
Mm.
I want to share the after I sold my business, my journey in the Tibet.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Please proceed, Riya.
So after I sold my business, my first place I go is the Tibet. So why is the Tibet? I want to say because 25 years ago, when I was younger, I first time went to Tibet. That was in November. I go to the Tibet. That time I didn't have any spiritual mindset. I even don't know what the spiritual meaning. I'm
Right.
just go there to to see the view, the mountain, some challenging. But a very interesting thing is after I have a panic attack, after I sold my business, I suddenly heard the voice tell me, you need to go to Tibet.
Mm.
I was wondering why I need to go to Tibet. Then it's very interesting. Then we said we believe the calling, that I heard the calling. So I decided going to Tibet. Then
Okay.
I traveled through 3 months, go to all different village. I stay in the monastery in Tibet, was chanting, meditation, then explore all different healing modality. Then slowly, I feel the more peace.
Mm.
Then 3 months in Tibet, then travel 3 months in India. I was doing 21 days, 7 days laughing, 7 days crying, 7 days silence, the
Wow.
meditation.
Wow.
Then I go through a few months, then go through, continue doing. I go through Egypt, then Morocco, then Dubai, then continue 2.5 years. I solo traveled for 30 countries, 100 cities.
Wow.
Just doing all of this, it's not just travel to see the view, learn the culture. Most important is the self-growth, the practice, the spiritual awakening inside me, with me each day. I remember one day I was in India. I walk in the park. I said, okay, I want to find the park to meditate. We think about the park in America is so quiet, peaceful, right? But in the India, it's completely different. I remember I walk into the park. Suddenly I see Oh my God, there is kids running around, then people was yelling, even people ride a motorcycle inside the park, then dog was barking, the car was moving. So every voice you can hear it, there is. And the park was in middle of the city. You hear all of the car beeping, all of the chaos, the voice in
Wow.
there.
Wow.
But my intention was say, okay, I want meditating in here. I already here. Just let's try it. So I found a little bit quiet place next to the tree. So it's interesting we talk about it. Then I remember at the beginning 15, 20 minutes, I still hear all of the noise, the sounds, the noise. Then I'm not sure it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Suddenly, all of the voice become harmony. All of the sounds is gone. Suddenly, I heard a leaf dropping from a tree. At that moment, I just forgot who I am, where I was. That bliss, that peace is just, I have no words to explain.
Mm.
But that reminded me, I realized it's not about how much noise outside our world. It's about how much you can tap in with your inner peace.
Yes, that sounds beautiful. Just the way you would express that. Beautiful. And that to me is the definition of really connecting with yourself and meditation as well, is to be able to silence the outer voices and tap into yourself. And that is one of the reasons why I like the company of people. I love uh, people, and especially meeting new people and having a dialogue with them. But I equally enjoy being alone and in silence. I love
Yeah,
silence and just able to clear my mind and not even thinking about anything in particular, but clear my mind and maybe just think about my breathing, just focus on my breathing in and out and just relax. I think that um, really recharges you to be able to continue and really balance you when you are able to reach that point where you can clear your mind and silence. I think that is something, in my perspective, we should try to do as often as we can. Find that stillness and that silence within the chaos. And you just uh, showed us an example of how you did that. Because those
yeah.
sounds didn't go away, they were still there,
Oh, yes, absolutely. Talk about the silence.
right?
I remember my first silence, 10 days silence meditation. I did a few times 10 days silence meditation. When my first time in Nepal, we
Oh,
started 10 days
Nepal.
silent
Wow, you went there
meditation. You
too?
know that? Huh?
You went to Nepal too? You went
As I
everywhere.
said, I go through 30 countries
30
that
countries.
time. So
Wow.
included Nepal, yes.
Yes.
So the long story short is 10 days silence meditation is really the silence is just we are not talk, but inside our mind, inside our heart, you have million words, you have million thoughts in your mind, you know how to observe that, I think help us have more clear vision what we want to be.
Yes, that's amazing. Amazing. And I was going to ask you as well. You're a certified, and help me pronounce this, Chopra something educated. Are you Veda educator? What is that? How do you pronounce?
Thank you, Lut. So that was my spiritual awakening journey. So then when I come back, because COVID time, so I was thinking, okay, I cannot travel. So what do I do? So I go to online. So I got Deepa Chopa's
Oh,
certification.
Deepak Chopra. Yeah, I have a
Chopra.
few of his books.
Yes. So then I got a Chopra Deepa's certification for Ayurvedic educator, then the premier Sun meditation teacher, then well-being
Mm,
teacher, life coach. So that
mm,
was my certification. I think the big difference is because I I go out the world, then experience, implement all of the holistic healing, then learning. After all of that, then come back to get my certification.
mm, right. What would you say that even with your certifications, I want to be sure that I articulate this correctly. With your certifications, with your inner knowledge, with your wisdom that you've gathered from traveling, what would you say? This is a two-part question. The first part is, what would you say out of everything was at least one of the most important things that you have learned?
I wanted to say, Lud, the spiritual journey, a spiritual awakening journey, no matter what you say, or self-growth, whatever you want to use the word, is ongoing journey.
Mm,
No matter how much you learned, how much you studied, if you don't implement that every day with your life,
mm,
that probably doesn't go so far.
wow. Yes, yes, that's amazing. Yes, number one, and I'm just reaffirming because I like to repeat things to myself too, as well as highlight what you said. But number one, um, it's an ongoing journey. It's never the end. Constant unfoldment, constant development, evolve, learning. Learning never stops. No one is going to get to a point where they know everything. They might think they know everything, but you never are going to know everything. And everyone has different perspectives. And another thing that you mentioned, what you do learn is even more powerful when you apply what you learn to your own life, not just looking at it as this knowledge over here, but applying that knowledge. That's what really matters. Yes, yes. That's amazing.
Can I share a little bit of my background, how I become not yes become spiritual journey, but behind that, can I share a little bit?
Yeah, you can share a
Yes.
little bit. We're down to about 10 more minutes, but go ahead.
Okay, the short story I want to say, doesn't matter now I'm the life coach or spiritual teacher, whatever I do, I love what I do because that helped me. Because when I was born in China, I was be sold to
Mm,
another family. The baby growing up with never feeling good enough, fear about being abandoned. So that's traumatizing. It's carrying me for my whole
yes.
life. For before the life I transformed. That's the journey. I think how I got become overachieve woman, then achieve outside achievement, but never complete, nurtured, healed my own, then get the panic attack. Then
Mm,
through that background to go through my journey, become now empowered, then confident, then passionate about helping others. That is more important than my certificates.
wow. Wow, that is powerful. Wow. And I don't know what to say. Yes, yes. I am so thankful that you made it through everything that you went through and that you're here to share what you've been through and that you're just an extraordinary individual. That's what I would call you. Um,
Thank
Even
you.
though I don't like to label things because, but what comes to mind is extraordinary, resilient, persevering, overcoming, successful, phenomenal, and amazing. Yes.
Wow, so many words, Luke. I
Yes.
get floated now.
Right.
But
Yes. 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 Just
I
listening to
got
you.
to. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you just for sharing and absolutely amazing. And Ria, let me ask you this really quick. We're down to about 7 minutes. So,
Mm,
what is one of the most important things that you want to help people realize through your expertise when someone comes to you for your services? What would you say
mm.
that maybe one or two things that you want to help others do?
I wanted to say, really, when we sometimes we trapped in the trauma, we
Right.
cannot help ourselves just by ourselves. We need to find a more professional people who have really overcome with that challenge, that have the skills, then to help. Because we cannot just say, okay, I release my trauma, my stress for 1 second, right?
Right.
That is the journey, I always say, from self-doubt to self-empowerment. That's big gap called healing. So find someone who can help you, then you resonate with, that can help you to achieve what you want to do.
Wow. Thank you again. Such prolific words and the way that you arrange them. They feel good listening to you. Also, how can people find you? Do you have website that you can share with us audibly while we're here?
Thank you, Lud. Yes, I create a Zenquency Healing. So you understand healing, then Zenquency, think about the frequency. Then I
Yes.
take F out, put a Zen. I want everyone can feel inside with the is Zen frequency.
Mm,
That's what Zenquency Healing come from. You can find me from Zenquency Healing. Also, you can just email me with my name, Riya1369 at gmail.com. And also, I want to share this year in September, I will lead a spiritual retreat trip going to Tibet. This will be my first time going to Tibet. As you say, how people can, I can help the people. I want to say, not just learning, practice, and learning from your teachers, also to implement, to make action, go into that sacred line with the spiritual teacher, that update, that you will be complete shift. Just by going there, you're already on the transformation journey. Think about when you come back, the words when you talk to other people, the experience when you did, you're already transformed.
mm. Wow. Thank you, Ria. I appreciate you very much. I am honored to have you here today and share your amazing testimonies, wisdom, insight, perspectives, knowledge. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Lud. It's my honor to be here.
Yes, yes. And I want to thank everyone for watching and tuning in and listening and supporting. I appreciate you very much. Each and every one of you. Thank you very much for supporting my channel and supporting my guests and just being here. You're an amazing part of this, and I'm so thankful. Thank you for sharing your time with us at this present moment. Please share. Please leave comments. Please like and subscribe to the channel and just help it grow and help get amazing content like this out there. I appreciate you very much. Also, look in the description and check out Ria's links and also the Enlightened Empowered Evolve website at 333empower.com. Yes, thank you. Love and appreciation. Until next time, see you soon. Enlightened Empowered Evolved.